I just saw Joker 2 in theaters, and let this review save you some money because this movie is absolute trash. The movie picks up right after the events of the first film where Arthur gets locked up, and then this movie is basically him in the prison system, and then he has a trial. And the first half of the movie is completely useless. It is the most boring first hour you will ever have in your entire life. Hardly anything happens. It is just so damn boring. I honestly thought the movie was almost done, and then I checked my Apple Watch and it was not even on for a single hour. That's how bored I was during this film. It's also a musical, and the music sucks. It's not memorable. There's no songs you're gonna download or sing or hum on the way home. The story is extremely poor. We're basically just following around Arthur while he's in prison and then during his court trial. That's it. I will say some of the visuals were pretty good, especially during the musical scenes, and Joaquin and Lady Gaga did a great job in acting, but everything else was terrible in this film. And this really sucks to say because I am a huge fan of that first Joker movie. I think I gave it like an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. And due to the success of the previous film, that's why they were like, oh, we gotta do another one. We're Warner Brothers. We need money. Let's hit $1 billion again. And obviously that ain't gonna happen. Right now, the box office tracking for this movie is about half of the first Joker, and this movie has a budget that is about 4 times as large. So yeah, things aren't looking good right now. The reviews are just terrible. The Rotten Tomatoes score is just dropping as we speak. This film did not need to be made at all. I don't even understand why they did it because there's not really a great story to tell. Because in this film, it's not Joaquin Torres' Arthur Fleck turning into like the full-fledged Joker and like taking over Gotham or anything like that. No, he's literally just in the prison system as Arthur Fleck, so he's barely ever the actual Joker. And that's what made the first movie so interesting, is you had this character Arthur Fleck who is just mentally tormented, and then he always has these little outbursts as the Joker, and that was super intriguing. But in this movie, he's basically Arthur Fleck like the whole damn time. And Arthur Fleck is not as interesting as the Joker to watch on the big screen, so I was just so bored watching Arthur, just walk around his jail cell and go and watch TV with the other inmates and then go on trial. I was like, what are we doing? And then the ending, we have got to talk about that because the fan base, a lot of people said they were going to be divided. No, I think it's going to be like 9 out of 10 people that watch this movie are going to think the ending is trash. And I'm going to talk a little bit of spoilers because it's been everywhere online, and if you don't want to know it, then just leave the review right now. But basically, Arthur dies, someone kills him, and then that person is implied to be like the actual Joker of this universe, and basically Arthur Fleck inspired him to become the actual Joker. But the problem is, we're not going to follow that Joker in anything. Like, I highly doubt that James Gunn is just going to, make another movie in this universe about the Joker that Arthur Fleck inspired. And the fact that we needed 2 movies just to inspire the Joker, I think is kind of ridiculous too. But what my point is like, okay, if we have a Joker and we've created him based off of Arthur Fleck and the inspiration that this person got from Arthur Fleck as Joker, okay, cool. If we're following him and he becomes like this super maniacal Joker figure in the DC universe, but I don't think we're ever getting a film in this universe ever again. So now we've inspired the true Joker, but we don't actually get to really see him do anything. I don't know, this movie just wasn't for me and a lot of other people apparently. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. I think it's an absolute snooze fest. Like, you need an energy drink or a coffee before you see this film because I was like dozing off. I was so bored. Like the Harley and Joker dynamic, I think it obviously could have been better, but it was a highlight in this movie. And like I said, some of the visuals during some of the musical scenes were good, but like other than that, I did not like anything. So guys, that is my review for Joker 2. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this movie if you have seen it. And if you're someone that's like thinking about it, like you're on the fence, I would say just wait for it when it comes to streaming, because to pay full price to just be bored for 2 hours in a room full of strangers, that just doesn't seem like a good decision. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Joker 2. I thought it was pure trash.